Hey girl, hey! Welcome to my channel today, you guys. I'm so excited because I have a few a Mother's Day gift, like DIY inspiration for you all. So let's go. For my first DIY today, I'm just gonna use this MDF cutting board sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. Actually, I did not get it from my Dollar Tree. I had a friend send it to me from out of state because I can never find them in my Dollar Tree. So when she had some that she was getting rid of, I definitely snagged a couple of those because they are just too cute to pass up. And then I'm just going to take some of this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, of course. It says it was $8, like $7.99. I'm not quite sure how much I paid for it because, you know, there's always a sale. So then I just went ahead and used some, like a glue stick from Dollar Tree versus Mod Podge, because this scrapbook paper is super, super thick, like heavy duty. It's almost thicker than even like cardstock. It's really, really nice. Now, I cannot find my X-Acto knives for anything. Knives, yeah, that's the word. Knives for anything. I do not know where I put them. So I am using my utility knife, aka my weapon, to go ahead and cut my paper, as you can see. And it cuts it so nice because it's so sharp. And I love it, but my husband would probably yell at me for using this to cut this paper. But anyway, so I just did that, as you can see, and it fit so nicely together that you can't even tell where it's like seamed together, like two pieces of paper met to, you know, get the handle covered, but you see what's happening. Then I just popped off those little tacks with some scissors, and I just gave this little sign 2 good coats of the plaster chalk paint because it definitely took 2 coats to cover up all of that color. Then I took some of the Waverly wax and antique and just distressed around the edges of this part of the sign lightly. I did go ahead and wipe away some of the excess and even sanded some of it off, you know, like lightened it up. I just wasn't quite sure how distressed I wanted this to be just yet. Then I just reattached it back on top of the other part of the sign like it originally came, and then I went ahead and hammered in those little pins. They're just like little silver push pins, or thumbtacks rather, and they were originally pushed in, they were not glued, so I just basically put those back the way they were. Then I just distressed them with some of the plaster, and then I went back over everything with some of the antique wax, and then I went back over that just a little bit here and there with some more plaster. I just really love the way these two colors complement each other to get that rustic farmhouse look. Then I went around the rest of the cutting board with some of that wax just to distress it as well. And yes, you guys, you are seeing this. This is really happening. No, you're not dreaming. You are watching me finally apply vinyl to a project because, yes, I finally, after 4 months, took my CRICUT out of the box and used it. No, this isn't the first project I did. My husband did get the first one with a couple other things I made for him and some of the guys he works with, but this is the first one that I filmed. And since this is a Mother's Day gift DIY video, you probably hear Renna singing at the top of her lungs. This is from my mom, aka my girl's Gigi, and we are making her a cute little sign for her kitchen, in Gigi's kitchen, and then all of those cooking utensils and, you know, the pots and pans and a little measuring cup. I cut all of that out on my CRICUT. I just Googled like kitchen things and found those little kitchen items on CRICUT's Design Space. As you can see, after I got them all attached down, I did go over the black with some plaster, and then I did go over the yellow letters with a little bit of the antique wax, and I went ahead and covered the entire sign with Mod Podge just to kind of reinforce everything and keep everything nice and, you know, just, I don't know, it looks more finished to me. Wow, Ren is really singing, so if you guys can probably hear her. Okay, you guys, and then I just took some of this burlap lace ribbon that I got off of Amazon a long time ago. It is linked in my description box below, though. And I'm just trying to use up what I have left. And I just tied a simple bow, really easy, nothing fancy. And then I made a simple hanger out of some jute twine. And as you can see, I just did like a double instead of just hanging one piece, I just put two of them together to hang it just to kind of give it a little extra. I don't know. When I always see like cutting boards hanging from somewhere, they always seem to be like doubled up, you know, like they're hangers. Maybe that's just me, I'm not sure. But then I went ahead and dovetailed the ends of my bows and just attached it down to my sign with some hot glue. And Gigi's kitchen sign for her kitchen is all set. And I think this turned out really cute, but let me know what you guys think below. I just want to take a second and welcome anybody who is new here today. I am so excited that you decided to click on my video. My name is Mackenzie, aka Kenzie, and I am a stay-at-home mom to 3 little girls. I live in a very small rural town in Pennsylvania, and as you can see, my channel is all about DIY, crafting, home decor, turning trash to treasure, repurposing, and of course some shopping hauls. I try to create inexpensive and budget-friendly home decor to inspire y'all to create some of your own. So if that is something that you enjoy watching, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your bell notification on. I try to upload 1 to 2 times a week. And I am also over on Instagram at Mackenzie Miller 85, and I can also be found on Facebook under Kinda Krafty Kenzie. Those links will be in the description box of this video and in my bio here on YouTube. I love when you guys comment because I love to interact with you guys. So make sure you leave a comment on this video. Say hi if you're new. Say hello if you've been subscribed. You already know how much I appreciate you. I do my best to comment back to every single comment, but sometimes it can be easier to message me over on Instagram. But whatever you decide, I'm here for it. Okay guys, now let's get back into some crafts. For DIY number 2, I'm just going to use one of these little crates from the Dollar Tree. I know Michael's also carry these as well if you can't find them at your Dollar Tree. I think they're about the same price and they're pretty much the same size. So just like another place you can check if you can't find them at your Dollar Tree. But I just covered mine. I gave it a nice good coat of the Waverly white chalk paint. My mom doesn't really do the farmhouse rustic decor like I do, so I just wanted this to be nice and white and vibrant. Then I just tucked in some floral foam and then hot glued some floral moss on top of the foam. I like to hot glue it because it kind of helps adhere it and keep it in place, and then when I tuck my little florals in, they stay in place a lot nicer. I got this pick from Amazon, and as you can see, I just cut some sprigs off and just placed them randomly in a little crate. These are linked below in my Amazon links, you guys. These are super, super adorable, and I really, really like them. I got them in white and yellow, and if I could find them in other colors, I would so buy them because they look realistic. And then I just took one of these little stickers off of one of these little 3D sticker sheets from the Dollar Tree. And I think this little crate was super simple, super inexpensive, and super cute. For DIY number 3, we're going to roll with one of these rectangular planks that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And then I picked up these little half circle pieces from Amazon. I have a pack of like multiple different sizes. I use them, as you can see, like little feet for like little risers and such. These are super handy to have. You can cut wood beads in half and do the same thing, but yeah, I don't want to do that, so I buy the pieces already cut for me. Then I just covered the entire thing with some white chalk paint, and I thought it would just be easier to glue those little guys on there and then paint them versus trying to hold those little tiny beads. I'm making like a little plant stand, so I thought that was super adorable. A super adorable way to just like put like little risers on them. Then I just took one of my stencils from Dollar Tree and I went ahead and stenciled out Love Grows Here. But I literally went letter by letter, and as you can see, I just stencil out a letter. Then I wipe my stencil off, dry it with my heat gun, and then move on. Then I did go over those words with some of the white chalk paint to kind of make them a little bit distressed or a little bit faded, but not like, super rusticy. And then I did use some of these adorable little flower pots from Hobby Lobby. They are so cute, and guys, they get even tinier. This is like the larger version. I have a tinier, like microscopic size. They're so cute. Then I just hot glued some of this floral moss down in there, and then I just cut these little 2 tiny sprigs off of one of Dollar Tree's picks. And I love like lavender with yellow. I think it looks so pretty. And my mom's kitchen has a lot of yellow in it. So that's why you're seeing like yellow. Because like yellow is not my color. I like yellow. It's just not in my house like at all. So that's where the yellow is coming from because it's my mom's house. So originally this was going to be like a little plant stand that I was literally going to glue those little flower pots right on top of it, like they were sitting on it. But when I started playing with it, I decided that I liked them laying on it like that instead. So I totally shifted gears and changed my plant stand into a little hanging sign. And I figured like the little feet on the back would work fine because it would kind of like push it out from the wall a little bit maybe, or I'm not quite sure when my mom will hang this or what she'll do with it. But I mean, it doesn't look bad, you know, so it's not that big a deal. But it's just kind of funny when you craft how often you can just like change lanes and shift gears and just completely go in a different direction than what you originally planned. So as you can see, I just did like a double hanger with some of the jute twine, and then I just tied 2 simple shoelace bows and attached them to it. And this little guy is all set. For my 4th and final DIY for this video today, I am taking one of these mason jar like tabletop decor pieces from Dollar Tree. Obviously I got this at Christmas time. I have quite a few of these because I love mason jars, and you guys already know that if you've been here before. So I definitely keep mason jar things to DIY with on hand like at all times. But I did just remove that sticker and then sand off some of that glitter, and then just covered it front and back and sides with some ivory chalk paint. This loved wood word I got from a pack from Hobby Lobby. There was a whole bunch of different words in it, like blessed and thankful and grateful and maybe home and stuff. I don't know. I've got quite a few of these, so like, you know, some of them have different words, so I'm not quite sure exactly what all this one had, but it's really easy to find online if you just type in like wood word packs. Then I mixed some of the vintage tea rose acrylic paint from Folk Art. I got this at Walmart for under $2. I mixed it with some of the ivory chalk paint. I wasn't quite sure what color I wanted this to be. I liked the light like on the bottom, and then I just went back over it with some of just like the pink, and you know, kind of just gave it like a here and there missy, you know, miss some spots kind of coat with the pink again. And I'm trying to talk over Renna singing, and it's cracking me up. And then I went back over that with some of that antique wax over that word love, because I thought it looked really pretty. And then I went ahead and distressed the little mason jar a little bit with some of that wax as well. I didn't want to take away from the mason jar too much, but I definitely did just, I don't know. I think it's just not in my crafting ability to leave something just completely like not distressed at all. I don't know. Maybe that's just the kind of distresser, or, you know, the kind of crafter I am is just distressed. It just comes naturally. I don't know. But so I just went ahead and distressed it here and there. And again, if I got a little heavy-handed in places, I just went back over it with some of that ivory chalk paint. No big deal. Then I did want to emphasize that this, you know, is a mason jar. And I did just glue some jute twine like it originally had, you know, came, and just wrapped it around like where the lid would be. You guys can see what I'm doing. It's really easy. And then I just glued it down on the back. And now I'm going to attach some of my gorgeous Sola wood flowers. Okay, well first I'm going to attach that word. I get so excited about my flowers. I forgot about my word. So anyways, I attached it to the, you know, you see where I attached it, guys. I think this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love these colors. Okay, so the Sola Wood Flowers, you guys, is solawoodflowers.com. And it is in my description box. And if I forgot to put it in my last video, and I'm so sorry, but I get so many questions about these. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just love them, and I'm obsessed. And I think you guys will love them too. So I love using them in my projects. So anyways, I chose that really pretty like muted mauve one, and it matched my loved word perfectly. And then I just took some of these like little eucalyptus pieces that I got off of a piece from Walmart, chopped them up a little bit, just glued them in there with my flower, decided they looked more like arms than eucalyptus sprigs, so we just trimmed them up. And then this mason jar is all set. It's not yellow because it's more personal for her, and I love it. And now let's check out the final reveal. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you got some inspiration. I am so excited to be getting a jump start on my Mother's Day gifts this year. Usually I am a last minute kind of person, so yay me. But you guys, I absolutely love receiving homemade gifts from my girls. I do miss that about them being in public school, the little things that they would bring home that they made. So I really think my mom will enjoy some homemade decor pieces. Usually I'm making for my home or for other people, but I hardly ever get to make anything for my own mom, so I'm really excited to give her these. You guys, this is only part 1. There is going to be a part 2 of my Mother's Day DIY decor, so be on the lookout for that video. I'm super excited to share it with you. Also, I wanted to let you know that my YouTube uploading schedule is going to be Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. The time may differ here and there due to just, internet, YouTube, busyness of my schedule, children, all the things. But I'm going to try my hardest to stick to Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I'm doing a collab or something like that. Then you'll get some bonus things. But anyways, and also I wanted to tell you that my Instagram username has changed from Mackenzie Miller 85 to Kinda Crafty Kenzie, but nothing has changed, just the username. So everything you can find me on is Kinda Crafty Kenzie, just like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming along with me. I appreciate you all very, very much. If you aren't already subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!